Hello and welcome. Aquarius here, back with another video, and today was a very big day for the New World community. Today we got a bunch of information on Season 3, the expansion, and everything that's coming with it. So we definitely do have some information to go through. So today's video, we're actually going to be going through the notes that they actually released on the New World page. So we'll kind of go through it, see what we are to expect for Season 3, and I'll kind of share what I am excited for, and all of that, because there is a lot to go through and a lot of new content that we have coming up. Before we get into today's video, though, I do just want to say, if today's video does help you out, or if you just want to see more content from me, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot, and you will get notified when new videos do come up, especially with Season 3 coming up. I have a lot of build videos that I plan on doing and a lot of just overall content videos. So let's get into today's video. All right, so any of the links that I'm talking about today, I will put down below. So it should be the actual page that we're reading on for the announcement, as well as the actual trailer video. I'll post both of those in the comments or in the description below, so you can kind of take a look at that. But to get it started, we are looking at our first look into the Rise of the Angry Earth for Season 3 and the first official New World expansion. The date for the release is going to be October 3rd, based on what they're saying. So hopefully they stick to that and everything goes great and we actually do get that on time. But I feel like it's definitely doable. I think we could definitely see it on time, especially with the seasons. They want to keep on track with all of that. So definitely excited for that. Cost of the expansion is going to be $30. Now, if you do not own the base game, you can buy the expansion with the game for $70. I'm not sure if that actually is saving you any money with that bundle, unless you actually get some additional items with it, which is definitely a possibility. I haven't looked into it on Steam or anything like that. I'm not sure if that information is quite there yet, but I do know that you do get the base game with the expansion for $70. If you want to go that route, if you don't have the game already. This is going to be the trailer. I'm not going to actually watch it on the video here, but I will post the link down below, like I said, so you can take a look at that. Let's see here. So we have a new story to go with these changes with the expansion, the change of First Light, all of that. So there is a new story that people are going to be able to follow, more or less along the lines of the Angry Earth, and they're trying to take back Aeternum, or take over Aeternum and all that. So definitely will be fun for those who are more into the story of New World and Aeternum. It'll be really good to have just more to go on. Obviously, most of us are excited for mounts. Mounts are going to be added with Season 3. It is confirmed, and we have seen footage of the horse, the wolf, and the lion. So that'll be pretty sweet for us to have some mounts like that, and a little bit of a variety. There has been some information already out there, as well as some leaked videos, that there will be, a gear system for your mounts as well. So that'll be kind of cool. Let's see. New progression. So we're going to take a look at new progression here. So new character level has actually increased to 65. So all of us level 60s, we actually are going to be grinding out player XP to get up to level 65, and a gear score increase of up to 700 now, with new attributes to help power up your builds. And then trade skills have actually been increased to 250 with new items to gather, refine, and craft. So that'll be kind of cool. I'm going to have to get all of my trade skills up higher again. So I'll probably start planning for that with Season 2 here. With the remainder of Season 2, I'll probably be getting stuff in order to get my leveling higher. Now, I don't know if the aptitude side of it will count towards that, or how they're going to do that, but that'll be kind of interesting to see. New gear rarity. So artifacts are going to be the new gear rarity that they added in. So find and equip artifacts, a powerful new tier of weapons and armor. So it'll be kind of interesting to have a new rarity into the gear side of things. This is kind of the gear changes that we've been waiting for. So we'll really see how everything balances out on both PvE and PvP with all these increases in player levels and gear scores and these artifacts and all that stuff. All right. The other very exciting thing that we're all kind of waiting for outside of the mount is the flail, the new weapon. So it is a one-handed weapon with the option for an offhand shield. I would assume similar to sword and shield. You're just going to be limited in terms of your abilities if you choose to not have a shield with. But for the most part, I believe, again, like sword and shield, there's going to be no reason to run it without a shield. It does do a combination of melee and arcane magic damage, so that'll be really cool to have an arcane weapon. So we might start seeing more arcane builds coming out. I'll definitely be working on some arcane builds myself. And then let's see, Legion Wild. So this is where First Light has been transformed. It's been invaded by the powers of Artemis and the Angry Earth. So Angry Earth is just taking over. It took over First Light, which we knew was happening because Season 2, First Light, we were not able to access it, and now we are. Or we will be, and Angry Earth has taken it over. So it'll be a really cool change in environment as far as First Light goes, with a whole bunch of new enemy types and all that. There is going to be a new expedition alongside that called the Savage Divide. It is a 62 plus expedition, and it'll be kind of cool. It looks like it's going to be more like beast type enemies that we'll have to fight, so maybe some beast bosses and stuff. So that'll be definitely a little bit different and a cool change. New heart rune, which this heart rune is actually going to be really, really cool. It actually is one that when you trigger it, it seems like you are unarmed. It says you deal unarmed light and heavy attacks. I'm assuming that's like punches and stuff, punches and kicks maybe. So that'll be kind of cool to have a heart rune that actually allows you to use your fists to fight. Very different and something new for us. And then here's where they're going to go over some of the Season 3 content past the initial stuff there. So obviously we are going to get a new season pass with Season 3. That's to be expected. New activity card, journey, all that. And then they have a new influence race. So with this, the way that I'm actually perceiving this is that there is going to be scheduled influence pushes, and then there's going to be towers that the individual factions will try to control. And then during those scheduled times, as they're fighting and controlling, they'll get different buffs or bonuses towards their influence as they're pushing there. So I don't do a whole lot of influence pushing, but for some of those companies and for this big change, I do foresee some people maybe getting it back into influence pushes. I remember back when New World first started, it was really fun to join your faction and do those big pushes, and that's just kind of faded away. So I think this is kind of a push for them to try to get some of that back. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll probably check it out at some point when it is in and see how it is, see if there actually is a lot of PvP action or what. But it seems like they're just trying to push a little bit more open world PvP and maybe having scheduled times for it. Maybe that will kind of point people to, hey, like, this is my time. I'm going to go PvP in the open world. We do have a main storyline quest revamp, which they've kind of been doing that. They started at the very beginning and they're just kind of like working through it, revamping a lot of the experience, adding in some of the cutscenes, stuff like that. So that'll be cool. Award, Bane, Resilience, and Expertise Removal. So it's kind of interesting because we have been waiting for this. We knew it was coming. I've been trying to not buy too much gear, knowing that it's all going to change. For Banes, they are increasing the base damage of magic and ranged weapons in PvE specifically. So that'll be interesting to see how much more damage actually, like a fire staff or a bow or something like that is going to do in PvE. Because I really want to get into PvE musket gameplay, and maybe this is finally, like with all these changes, maybe this will actually make it a little bit more viable. I know musket is not the best for PvE, but I do enjoy it. So we'll see how that goes. For wards, more or less what they're doing is they're just adjusting the AI and encounter side to make up for the amount of damage we're taking. So I don't know if that will include just lowering the damage output of some of the AI or changing, just some of the CC or something. I'm not positive exactly what all that will entail. Or if it'll just be they will act and do everything the same, but then like the buffs that they receive are just reduced. That could be it. I'm not positive. For resilience, which we did hear that they were going to add that into your equip load. So light armor gets a minus 15% to crit reduction. Medium is minus 20 and heavy is minus 25. So at heavy armor, you're at pretty much 5 stacks of resilient, plus you're going to have an extra perk on each piece of your armor. So heavy is going to be very tanky. I'm excited for that because I've been playing a little bit of heavy bruiser and it's been very, very fun. Current items with the resilient perk will receive the health perk instead, which increases the player's health as a certain percentage of their base health. So pretty much any of the resilient stuff that you are receiving now or getting now, you're going to be getting extra HP on that. So like my heavy armor set is going to be really nice because I'm going to get that resilient, plus I'm going to get extra HP on top of that. So I don't know if I'm going to be changing some of my armor immediately. Down the road I'm sure I will, but initially it sounds like we at least will get some, you know, some playability out of our current gear with some of those perk changes. I'm not sure with the Banes and the Wards what they're replacing those with or how that's going to work exactly. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what ends up happening with all the Ward and Bane gear. Seasonal events, they are bringing back the Night Vale Hollow event for the Halloween time, and then the Turkey Terror event. So they're going to bring back that giant turkey. We'll go and hunt it. So it'll be really, really cool. So the rest of this is just going to be the expansion answers and questions. So I will post that link down below, but I am very, very excited for this expansion. This is a really big deal for the game. I really hope that it brings a lot of people back. You know, it is $30, but you know what? If it's enough content, you know, it looks like it's going to be a ton of content for us. Mounts and all that are going to be really fun, so we'll see what all entails when season 3 actually does come. But I am very, very excited. I hope you guys are too, and I hope that this video just kind of helps summarize everything that we have coming, and I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's some stuff that I even missed, but I am just really, really excited for season 3. All right, so that kind of summarizes all of what New World has posted. Now, there are some kind of leaked footage and stuff out there if you do want to go take a look, if they're still posted at least. But I've seen a few of the videos or a few of the clips and stuff, and it definitely looks cool, but I'm just excited to see it in-game so we can actually start riding our mounts, start working on our progression. I have to get all my trade skills leveled up again. I've got a lot to do when it comes to season 3. So we have quite the grind ahead of us, but it is very good. We're very excited for that. It's the content that I think a lot of us have been waiting for. So that is going to do it for today's video. So thank you again to everyone who is watching, and I'll see you in the next one.